What up, guys? Welcome back. RFK. We're on another one. Right outside the entrance. We're going to hit the map real quick, show you guys where this is at. It's kind of weird. We're at the very south part of Barrens. You guys can see on the map. Razorfen, Kraul. Okay, close this out and show you guys the route before we head inside. Is this it? Yep. Okay, you guys can pause it there. I will be using this map to get around. Let's just hop into it. Welcome back. Did this one last night. Not practice, but like just felt it out. I believe we can just slam through this. Get this done. Like it's a giant loop, which is great. Okay, giant loop. We got the old once again got the appraiser going. Let's hit restart. A lot of humanoids in here. A decent amount of elementals and guys that you can skin if you guys have coming in here and you're doing some skinning. This one, I believe it's a little bit more geared towards dropping some cloth. Like this would be in that same level competition with Scarlet Monastery a little bit. I did get a little bit of wool in here. So we'll see. And I still have the items on me from that last run I did. So we'll have 2 runs of gear on us or items on us to kind of filter through and look at. So this is kind of where you can see on my mini map we're going to be looping around. There's a lot of optional guys to kill in here. So just keep that in mind. You guys can see, holy shit, that was a lot of lag. And there's a lot of just extra pathways that are kind of like off the cuff. You have just this main loop that I'm gonna be trying to kill everything, so I'll be deviating just a little bit. Not deviate, but just going down little pathways and then heading back in, just trying to aggro everything. There's a lot of bosses in here. If you guys are somehow you have a buddy of yours, you can bring your alt in here and he can come in here and clear this for you for a couple of times. This might be a really good option. And the other thing I wanted to, you guys don't see it yet, but on this route, there was like 3 or 4 nodes in here of iron. The first time I did this, I only got like 2 of the picks off of iron, but I left a couple behind. So just keep that in mind. If like I said, if you guys are doing some old content, I don't know. It's been so nice to have a guy that does mining. Whatever guy on here is doing ice is making this really difficult. Gotta wrap around this way. This is another boss right here. So many bosses in here. Just kind of a good thing, a bad thing. So you guys can see we actually have a chest right here, but we So you see these guys on our left and right there? You actually have to come back a different way to get those. So if you're trying to clear this place, there is a few pathways that like aren't part of your loop that make this just a little bit longer. There's some really weird like layering things that go on in here. So if you come in here the first time, you might be seeing some kind of weird stuff happening. Especially if you're if you have your camera all the way out. And then there's also, I feel like there's just some guys that you don't see, and all of a sudden guys will just appear out of nowhere. Just like some ads that, like maybe they just spawn, like they just like, all of a sudden they're on top of you. I understand this is old content and or level 80, but some of this is just, it's a little bit, I don't know. I don't know if it's always been this way with this place or, I don't know, but you guys can start seeing here, you guys can see on the map some of the mines starting to pop up. Yeah, we go this way. So there's a ton, honestly, there's a ton of skinning in here. You got this whole area, and I try to aggro all these bats. These bats did drop gear last time. I got like 2 or 3 pieces of gear off these guys. It's just random greens. The only thing I just didn't like about this, like, it's just there's a lot, like, especially looting there's some boars, there's a lot of boars in here. So just a little side note, you guys that play Hunter, this was probably one of the places I went out of my way, at least in vanilla WoW, where there's some cool looking boars inside this place. RFK. Extremely cool if you're looking for a pet, that at least a boar that looks really, really cool. And it has a really cool color scheme. You come in here and you get one of these. Oh yeah, there's okay, we gotta do the mines here. So we'll pick up at least one of these. Just to kind of show. 8 minutes. This is actually technically the end of the instance right here. This guy right here is the last boss. They consider the last boss. But then, so part of the way, instead of just teleporting or hearthing out of here, you drop down below where we are standing right now. And then there's just a ton of a ton more humanoids down here and a ton more boars. You guys can see we're at 9 minutes right now, even with BSing and kind of backtracking just a little bit. Oh yeah, then this part. These guys do have these random nets. So a little bit of kind of a troll area, like right here. Slows you down a little bit. And these are those boars I was talking about. You see this? See the red? Look how sick that looks. The red boar and then the blue one. I actually used this blue boar for a long time. It was actually during when I was leveling. I didn't use it like at max level, but just having, I knew I wanted a boar just because they had during vanilla they didn't have talent trees. You just had to go out and get a pet, and I wanted charge. I wanted charge on my pet. So I actually ended up coming out here and getting this one just because they look cool. But I get this. So this is my reflection on this place just a little bit. So you obviously have to come outside and reset, but at least you can hop on your mammoth and get like, 2 or possibly 3 runs out of this. No problem. And you guys can see at the top, so look at my durability. I know I haven't said this on a few of my videos, but most of the time, it's very rare, maybe on the Ragefire video, possibly Shadowfang Keep video, so the grays that I sell per run, most of the time pay for my durability. So your durability is not that, these guys smacking you the whole time. No, I'm not putting that I'm not taking that gold away from how much gold I'm making per hour. Because of the blues and the grays that I sell, most of the time, pay for the run. So you guys can see the currency looted. I'm almost at 3 gold right now. Just from the run. You can see we're like a gold and a half behind, and I easily make more than, a gold and a half from selling the grays and the blues. Here's another node. This was the 3rd one we picked up. So being able to incorporate the mines that you get out of here, plus the skinning, dude, this has to be crazy in here. If somehow you're mining and skinning, you guys need to come and try this. You need to try a lot of these. I understand it's going to take you a little bit longer to skin everything. All good, but I believe it's sped up in Wrath. Everything got sped up. Like with mining, it only takes you 1 tick. I believe they sped up how fast you skin bodies of beasts. So I just think it's super, super, oh my god, I did it. Super, super profitable to I would think if you're getting medium or heavy leather out of this place, this has to be super profitable. So this is the end. We've already see that we just did a giant loop. This is the end of the instance right back there. But I wanted to show this part to you guys. This is optional. So you can come through here and do this other little optional wing right here. And this is going to get you a bunch more humanoids. It's actually somewhat decently long. You come through here. You got a bunch of guys right here, and then it goes back. a little bit further. So you got all these guys back here, but you can see this is a chest right here. And it, hey, look at that. Hey, paid off. Not only did we get a bunch of humanoids, but we also got a nice little chest right here. We'll see what we get out of the chest. That's actually really nice. If somehow, and I want, why am I in combat? I wanted to reflect on my Rage Fire Chasm video. Okay, as soon as I turned that, I went out and I did 10 for like 15-20 minutes after I stopped that video. So part of the Rage Fire video was trying to incorporate a little bit of tin mining. As soon as I turned the video off, I ended up getting 2 moss agates. Okay, so it is me trying to incorporate. So if you're trying to go per hour, okay, you're doing everything in your power to try to min-max. Look at that, a pattern. Cool. You're trying to min-max that hour of time. Like at the end of the day, we're trying to be as efficient as possible with our time. If you can get this down to 12 minutes just doing that loop, and you get 5 loops an hour or 5 clears an hour out of this place, that might be 2 or 3 stacks of iron. That might be 30 or 40 greens. That might be 20 or 30 stacks of cloth. That stuff in turn, like all these videos I share and I value what we picked up, is per hour. So doing burn runs of this, being like, you know what, today, like it's like today I'm gonna go run dead mines for an hour and just try to plow through it, be as efficient as possible, and then like do like a world tour. Not, I mean, like obviously it's gonna take more than a day to do 10-15 old dungeons if you're doing them an hour each, but I don't know. I think that this stuff is fun. I think it can be super profitable if you allow it to be, with coming in here with bag space, being able to min-max this stuff just a little bit. So let's open up the bags. I ended up fixing this. So if you guys are using this add-on, this combustion or whatever it's called, I messed up with this on the last time. All you got to do is you have these settings at the bottom, and you can toggle them based on what you want to look at. So you can actually hit shift down and then clean it. Okay, so this was 2 runs worth of stuff. Okay, so we got 2.5 stacks of wool, a little bit of meat, we got a little bit of cloth, and how many greens? It looks like we got a decent amount of greens. So I'm actually going to go like this. Let's see, we got 4, 6, possibly 20 greens just because of the lock boxes. So this was 2 runs. So averaging 10 greens a run. So 50 greens, 25. And we got to look at this. So we can look at the level. This is level 21, 20 gears, 21. So I'm selling this stuff between 12 to 15 gold a piece. Once again, going to sit here and bust out the old calc for you guys. We're going to estimate this. So if we're getting 50 times, let's go 12 divided by, so 300 gold for an hour from gear. Yes, you got to turn around and sell this stuff. Just like the cloth, just like the ore. And then we're getting possibly 2. And ore has, okay, but if you turn around and prospect the iron ore, it almost doubled the value. So let's say 20 gold per stack of ore. So if, let's say you get 2 or 3 stacks, let's say 50 gold. And then the cloth. So we got to look at the cloth here. So wool's going like, actually I take that back. Let's say wool's going for 10. So 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe so 6, maybe 6, 60, 6 stacks. And then linen, or excuse me, silk has been going for like low, like 5 to 8 gold. Let's say it's 7. We got 4. let's say 10 stacks, so 70 gold, plus some gems, possibly. We're looking at like 550 to 650 for an hour of this, which is actually pretty decent. So the cloth, I estimated the gear out of here, 50 greens at about 300 gold. My formula for that is there's 50 pieces. I sell it for 12, 15 gold a piece, and you only sell half of your inventory. There's just some people, like some pieces of gear just don't sell. So if you're doing 50 times that, 12 to 15 gold, about 600 gold, divide that by 2. Might take you a week or so to sell through all your inventory. You get the idea. Okay. So 300, 400, 500, maybe, at the end of the day, coming out here, you're going to have your mole machine with you. I am engineering. So you have to come out here and sell on the old mammoth. So like my little deal I do here, we'll move this over here. You click on your guy, you can sell trash, and you can see just at how helpful sometimes running some add-ons to help you clear out your bag space efficiently can really kind of help min-max this for you and just keep you inside the dungeon at all times. And at the end of the day, you can see there's a gold there, there's 50 silver there, there's 2 gold. Actually, that wasn't that much from bosses. Anywho, appreciate you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Between low end 500 gold for for an hour of this, maybe 600 gold a run. Appreciate you guys. Till next time, guys. This is Gambler. Leave some likes, sub if you appreciate this kind of content. We're gonna keep rattling through these. Peace out.